Hey, there we go. Sorry I had to get off and put it on Instagram. What we got? Leave us in the building. Martin 9400, Hyper V, San Francisco Fiber, Manny C. Saludos, homie. Man, it's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful day. On 21st in Mission. My, who's that? San Francisco Fiber. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was just down on 19th. So for those of you, what's up, CC, homie? Hey, Paula. CJ, much love. So for those of you familiar with the city, my lady's daughter is seeing a doctor. What's up? What's up, Soche? Yes, it is. My lady's daughter is seeing a doctor at San Francisco General, which is up on Potrero. And so Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in the house. And so I parked right there, but I don't want to just sit in the car, man. It's a beautiful day. Let me see. So you was on 19 saying what's up to the homies. Nah, it was good though. You know, look, I'm out here. I'm gonna show you guys. Let me show you. See, I'm out here I ain't but I'm 45 years old, right? I got a white tee and a Niners hat and some black pants. That's all, right? But I used to take the 18th. Look at that shit, boy. Look at that. No, I know San Francisco Fiber. It's look at these buildings, man. This never used to be here, obviously. That's been here since I was a kid. Like, I think motherfuckers was watching West Side Story in that theater. You know what I mean? I think so. And so look at this. SF Arena, do it for the Ratchets. Hold on. Oh, now I got hella comments. Hold on. Used to be a meat market on 18th and Cap. My pops used to take me to. I was just, matter of fact, I just sent to somebody a picture. I was on 19th and Cap by that little store. I can't tell you 100% if the meat market is still there or not, bro, to be honest with you. A lot of places are closed down, man. A lot of places have been closed down from COVID and for hella different reasons, you know what I mean? It looks a lot different. King of Fashion has been here forever. I was there when I was a kid. Yep. So you can get clothes for a quince. What's up, Sparky Buff? You can get clothes for a quince. You can get clothes for fucking anything right there. Dickies. Well, it was banged out back in the days. Look at that. You know, that's one thing, man. I mean, Gandhi was hella racist if we're going to keep it 100. But anyways, what's up, babe? I see you. You know, that's one thing that I still appreciate about the Mission. Look at this shit. Who'd have ever thought? Who'd have ever thought it? You know, like that this will become an attractive place, right? Let's see. But you know, not an attractive place. It's always been an attractive place, but attractive to outsiders. But the one thing I appreciate is a lot of the art is still here. Not all of it. Actually, I don't want to say a lot even. A lot of the art's been removed. But a lot of it is still here, man. A lot of the murals are still here. And that's good. There we go. And so everyone wants that Frisco address. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't down on 16th, to be honest. I didn't go that far. So I walked down Potrero, right? And then where did I go? I walked down Potrero and I hit, I want to say like 18th, 17th maybe. And then I just walked down, that way. And then I was on Cap, and I hit the Mission, but I didn't go. I didn't go to 16th and Mission. And so Machete, actually, if you're looking for a derby, I know where you can get one. I'll send you a message. Matter of fact. And so the other thing that's interesting is, look at that shit. The look at Falas. That's like the Goodwill / Ross / I don't even know. But the interesting thing is how far the Central American influence has pushed up Mission Street. You know what I mean? It used to be very Mexican up here. Hey, good morning, don't trip. It used to be very Mexican up here. And not so much now. Right? It's not so much Mexican and Chicano anymore. It is. And the further you get this way, which is not actually up, it's kind of down, but that's another, I don't want to get into all that, but the further up the more Chicano it is, but let's see. Yep. So I'm just cruising, man. I'm not out here for any real agenda. When I come to the city, I don't know how other people get down, but when I come to the city, I don't generally hit tourist spots. Although I guess the Mission is kind of a tourist spot now. And messed up part about growing up broke is when you can finally afford it, you no longer want it. Yeah, there's something to that, Martin 9400. But there's also a gentrification of our style that makes shit that used to be not so expensive a lot more expensive now. Right? But yeah, this is I was gonna go down to Leland, give you guys a tour of Sunnydale. And I might still later on, when she gets out of the doctor's, but it depends on how she feels. And it depends on the time. You know what I mean? If I had the time, Valentine's Day stuff out here. Oh shit, hold on now. Man. Yes they do. That's whatchamacallit? Hold on, Spencer. That's like Ray Balberon and Mitch, huh? Mitch is big on there. On a low riding council. I know he's not in the best of health, but Mitch Salazar. If you've been around the Mission, man, you know who Mitch Salazar is. He's a good dude. They got new fashions now. What's that? But it's the same old fashions. And so, let's see. Oh, excuse me. Yep. Same shit. You can go there and get cholo out or paisa out. It's all up to you. But, oh, it's Friday, huh? I was wondering why. I mean, some of these street, some of these stores have always had street front tables and stuff set up. But it's a little extra today, and I was wondering, but now it makes sense because it's Friday. You know what I mean? So that's a little different. Oh, there we go. Oh, on Shotwell, huh? Yeah, it ain't too far. So here's the plaza, 24th Street Plaza. Long history of activism right here. Long history of people getting hurt right here. Long history of everything. So, yeah, it's Yeah, see, all this is normally just the weekends. You know what I mean? And so, let's see. Let's see. You can find anything out here. Look, you want a laptop? You need some little magnets for your fridge. You need some cosmetics. That's canteen right there. That's getting ready for the lockdown. You know what I mean? I was getting ready for the lockdown. But yeah, no, that's a good point, man. The throwback is when we wore that stuff, man. It was poverty clothes. You know what I mean? Bro, I saw somebody get yoked with a machete right here. Not today, obviously. This is way back. This is in the 80s, actually. Like probably around 85, 86, because I wasn't 10 years old yet. And yeah, motherfuckers got yoked with a machete. I was like, ooh, that shit hurt. Saw me. I was like, oh, that shit hurt. You know? But it's nice, man. It's cool because there's still a sense of community, right? Like, and I'm nobody, Holmes. It ain't like, you know, I might bump into somebody that I know walking around here, but it ain't like I'm some fucking legendary dude. I'm not even from the Mission. I spend a lot of time down here, of course, right? But I'm not from here. I don't claim the Mission. I claim San Francisco, but I don't claim the Mission. But there's still an element of, what's up, homie? Yeah, I got you. Yep. The lighter too? That's all right. So I'm just teasing you, bro. Yeah. Yep. Okay, have a good one, bro. And so, you know, not everybody wants to be on camera, bro, so I'm not trying to put people in Front Street. You hear me? Homeboy just asked for a cigarette, but I'm not trying to put people on blast. But anyways, there's still a sense of community down here, right? 24th and Cap. That's nice. The hipsters ain't got no fucking community, but it's, you know, it's cool, man. I don't know. I don't really know what to say necessarily about it, but it's comfortable. You know, I was talking to somebody earlier that's from here, and I was like, it's a trip, bro. You know, because you get a little more pep in your step, right? Not in some kind of tough guy way, okay? Like, this ain't no gangster shit, bro. It's just cruising around, enjoying it. You know, this is a legendary street, man, right? And so, yeah, that's all. I don't have any particular topic to talk about. I'm just kind of killing time, to be honest. But I thought some people may enjoy living vicariously. There's your word. Living vicariously through me today, because I happen to be walking around here, and I know a lot of you guys can't. You know, you're outside the area, or you're working, or whatever you're doing. And so I figured, why not? You know what I mean? Check out La Reina Bakery. Good pan tolu y cubo. All right, Rich Chicano, I see you. Where's that at, actually? I don't know that name. That's not familiar. That bakery name's not familiar. See, that's what I was saying. There's still the same influence, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's. I went by Homie. For those of you guys that don't know, so I use the acronym HOMIE, HOMIE, for helping others move in excellence, right? And most of you guys know that already because it's part of the channel. But there's a homie that's existed in San Francisco for decades, man. It's spelled HOMIE, right? Which is Homies Organizing a Mission to Empower Youth, right? And it's a dope little organization. You know what I mean? It's a dope little organization, and they were making shirts and stuff a while back, right? Roberto and Julia, You know, so let me see. That's Crazy Rascal. I've been to Hate Street, the Pier, but never the Mission. Okay. I didn't hear, I didn't see the last part of your comment. Hyper-V, let me see. Oh, I couldn't scroll them. The Mission, we can't go past 19th, or what's the jurisdiction? Yeah, um, you know, 19th is definitely a different, you know, it's a different demographic down there. And them cats actually stretch up a little bit further, man. They're 18th, 19th, 20th. Over there on 10th, actually. 10th doesn't really get much attention. 10th and 11th doesn't really get the attention. But, you know, but they're over there too. I mean, yeah, the weather's beautiful. But for those who have been to the city, you'll know that if it's going to be a nice day, you know what, we're going to walk over here. If it's going to be a nice day somewhere in San Francisco, it's going to be here, right? Because just because of how it's situated, right? That it's a lot nicer. You know what I mean? The weather, it gets sunny over here. Like there's parts of San Francisco that seem like they never get sun. But if it's gonna be a nice day somewhere in the city, it's almost like God signs on the Mission District, you know? And so yeah, here's Shotwell. Somebody was talking about Shotwell earlier, that their family was here. So this 24th and Shotwell. This mural's been here for a long time. That's the 17 Reasons mural. You guys will know it because because what you call it? I think Gold Toast and them did some stuff around here in one of their their videos or something like that. I think that they were up here, right? 24th and Southwell. And it used to be a little hot spot, and it's probably still a little bit of a hot spot at night. You know, this is a Friday afternoon, so tonight I would expect that this area is going to look different. You know, people out and about more. But if you do come, what's up, Days? I see you. You know, if you do come down here to the Mission District, I would encourage you. Look at this, but it's beautiful. I would encourage you. Don't just cruise down Mission Street. Hit these side streets, man. Like the side streets don't get much attention, but the back streets is where it's at, right? If you're looking to buy stuff, you're gonna find better deals. Sometimes when you're off the Mission, especially now with all the gentrification, they know that just to put it bluntly, man, the white people stay for the most part on Mission Street, right? And so, and that's maybe even changing. You know, that's probably even changing a little bit, but this all is the Mission District. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Shay, you if you're not a millionaire, man, you can't be here, you know? That's the unfortunate part, right? Is a lot of us, oh, you drunken chef, saludos. I didn't see you. I didn't see you in the comments, but I seen someone send you a shout out. Let me see. Grace May, yep. And so, yeah, hit the side streets, man. Come to enjoy the Mission District for the fullness of what it is, which is more than just that legendary street. You know, it's a neighborhood. It's a community. In some ways, it's a collection of neighborhoods because everything's been divided up, right? But hold on. You know what? I'm gonna walk back this way. I'm gonna walk back down here. Let's go this way. And then I'm gonna scroll because I think I'm missing some of you guys' comments. because I'm not only looking at the phone, right? I'm also looking around me, and I'm on my phone, of course. So Northeast, Low, South Central, Compton, Watts, Inglewood, all of it. So the comments only appear temporarily when you're on the phone. You know what I mean? So I don't get to see them. What's up, Grace Bet? I see you. I saw that one. So if they poof, I don't get to see them, but I can scroll and look. Let me see. But yeah, let's go back down this way. Let's see. Exactly, the gentrification got it a little different. We created this barrio, and we ain't gonna leave it. Always. Valencia, Dulce, Bryant. Yep. Yeah, it's it's still a beautiful page, man. Don't know if it's been confirmed, but there's what? I don't know. Let me see. But there's news that San Diego rapper Night Owl has passed away. R.I.P. Okay. Thank you, Prisoners Awakening. I'm not, to be very honest, I'm not familiar with who that individual is. But I mean, still R.I.P. Actually, and some of you guys know this. So I was supposed to, let me see. Tapping in from work. What's up, homie? Máquina listo. So I was supposed to come and drop off my lady's daughter, right? And then go shoot out to Pittsburgh to pick up my brother. And then go shoot out to Concord to go to the service for my homeboy that committed suicide. But, plot twist, because my lady's daughter seen a doctor yesterday too. And so she just has to go back today for a follow-up. And when we were on our way from the Sacramento area, they hit her up and they were like, "Hey, fool, you have COVID. I regret not having read Power Broken by Robert Moses back in '93. I'm not familiar with that book. I'm gonna have to check it out. But anyway, so they hit her up and they're like, "Hey, fool, you got COVID." Well, I'm riding in a car with her for hours, right? What's up, T Days? I see you. Likewise, bro. And so she has COVID, but she's been staying with us. Yeah, I'm talking about Caleb. Hey, but keep how he passed to yourself, bro, because his wife doesn't want it out there like that. So yeah, please keep it to yourself. But the reality is that's what happened. And so, but anyways, I found out I had COVID. I mean, not that I have it. I'm sure I do, but my lady's daughter has it, and she's been staying with us, right? I'm gonna pull up right here for a minute. Chop it up with you guys. Nah, bro, that's family. And so she, they still took her at San Francisco General, right? But being that she's been staying with us for a couple days, it's it's inevitable that I have it. And I'm vaccinated, and I got my fucking, hey, thank you, Shay. I'm vaccinated, and I got my booster. My lady's vaccinated. She has symptoms. She's lost her sense of taste, or it's messed up. She hasn't lost it, but it's off. And she's congested. She has a headache. What's up, Mr. Lopez? She's just not, here, I'm gonna cop a squat right here for a minute. She's just, let me turn this around. So, she's just not in good shape. My lady's not. And I got a little headache. I feel under the weather. I have my mask on me, but I'm not like getting hella close to people, so I'm not tripping. But because of me most likely being exposed to COVID, not most likely, 100%, then I didn't want to go to the memorial service. You know what I mean? Hey, I will, Larry. You gotta shoot me your number. Don't do it on here, but Hyper V, I'm down for that. I'm for sure down for that. I'm down to go anywhere. I mean, the Bay is easier for me to move around in than other places, of course. But bro, I've been to San Diego and Chicano Park, and it's just dope. Martin 9400. That's encouraging. I'm hoping my lady bounces back, bro, and I'm hoping that I don't start feeling like how she feels. The likelihood is high, right? I have pre-existing conditions. She has pre-existing conditions. But we've made it all this time, man, without having it. So it's kind of inevitable. But for that reason, I have extra time right here in the city. Because like I posted on my IG earlier, I was like, oh, I'm out today from SAC to the city to... Okay, thank you, bro. From SAC to the city to Pittsburgh because I was going to pick up my brother Chino, and then to Concord because I was going to go to the memorial. And then back to the city because obviously I got to pick up my lady's daughter, right? And then back home. But knowing that I've been exposed to it, I didn't want to go to the memorial service. So I'm just staying here in the city. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. And so, yeah. But I mean, it's a city, so you have to have a mask anyways to get in anywhere. But actually, where'd my mask go? Let me see. Yep, I got my mask. If I go inside somewhere, I walked all the way to McDonald's. For you guys that would know, that's actually how it started. I walked from San Francisco General all the way down to that McDonald's that's kind of like by that Safeway, right? In Potrero. And then I just cut down from there and came this way. And so, yeah. So we'll see. You know, that's an ethical decision. Yeah, I can't. And I feel bad because my brother lives out of state. You know what I mean? And so I would have liked to have been able to see him, obviously. But I also suspect that there's going to be people there that I haven't seen in a while. And so it would have been nice to see them, even though the circumstances are foul. You know, it would have been cool to see them at least. And what's on me? So let's see. Oh, here, let me turn around. You guys don't want to stare at my ugly mug the whole time. Hold on. There you go. No. But yeah, this that's also why. Oh, somebody said "Güero." But that's also why I'm not connecting with some of you guys. Hey, will do, Mr. Lopez. Will do. I'm not too familiar with that area. I haven't really been down there like that, man. So I'll hit you up. What a beautiful city you live in. You're a fortunate individual. My condolences to your friend and the best to your family. I appreciate that, K85. Thank you. I don't live here anymore. My family was priced out a long time ago. But, but it's still a beautiful community. And so, yeah, there's a service right here. I'm not gonna, intrude, right? But, family is first, absolutely, homie. And so, but yeah, somebody's having a service right here. They also have like a vaccination center right here. And so, we'll see. But, hey, only in San Francisco, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Let me see. Not like covered with all the comments. I can't. Let me see. First time I was in San Francisco, Dan Marino was going to Montana. Is that right? So look, Chinese food and donuts. Same corner. Or not same corner, same store. Same fucking store. I'm gonna cop a squat on this bench right here. You don't find an empty bench in San Francisco very often. So, whew. Oh, this is beautiful. Copper squat right motherfucker here on the corner of 24th and Mission. But hey, but that's part of the reason that I'm not tapping in with some of you guys that I know are out here. And I have my own, obviously, friends, and I don't have any family that lives in San Francisco anymore, but I have family like people who live out here. But because of the COVID, you know, oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. But because of COVID, I don't I don't want to expose people, right? Like, this is out in the open. I'm gonna get a fucking tan today, Holmes. Like, shit. What's up? I'm gonna come back. Oh, you can't see because of the glare. I'm gonna come back looking all right. The sun is good right here. But yeah, so how major cities are becoming gentrified. Yeah, the Raza side of Oakland is becoming gentrified, but the black parts of Oakland become more Raza by the day. You know what? And I'm gonna tell you why. Martin 9400. Not that you don't already know this, but there's been tons of studies, right? So this is not an opinion, and this is just Puro San Fran, 13th and Bryan, huh? That's way down there. I ain't walking that far, homie, Spencer. But I've seen a lot of academic studies, right? That that are scientifically done, Yes, and gentrification, Paula. That it's called the lightening of the neighborhood, because white people, and I'm speaking generally, of course, but white people do not want to live in neighborhoods with black people. They much more favor living in neighborhoods with brown people and with Asian people. So that's why you see a lot of these lower income black communities. Not that this was ever like that, but other places in the city. Well, the city, you don't really see the browning of neighborhoods in San Francisco, right? You see the demolishing of the projects. What's up, JC? Yeah, I was just talking about this. You're right, Shay. But like cities like down in LA, right? Compton, Inglewood, Watts, and Oakland, and a lot of other places, right? Chinatown is cool. You're right. You'll see the browning of the neighborhood because white people are more comfortable moving into a brown neighborhood. And I think, honestly, that part of it is culture. Not that Africanos have no culture, because obviously they do, right? But, like, the hipsters come here and they're like, oh, it's so cultural. It's so ethnic. It's so diverse, right? And so, but they don't view black communities that way, right? And I think that's part of it. But yeah, there's definitely a lightening of the neighborhoods. No, Droops, you're right too. You're right. Also, is the labor aspect and the service, right? It's in hey, Spencer Grace made. In popular culture in this country, the belief is that raza, Latinos, even though it's not my favorite term, right? But to embrace, really, when I say Latinos, I'm trying to embrace Mexicans and Central Americans, because those are the dominant brown populations in California and in the West, right? And so the gente, right, in embracing that whole area, right, the Northern Triangle and Mex, are viewed as servers, like it's a service industry, right? Hey, what's up, Box? This your corner right here. That might be the 14. Look at it. It is. That was a guess. But look, that was a 14. Hey, man, that bus line, I'll tell you this, boy. That That bus line has probably seen more violence than any bus line in the history of San Francisco. Hey, hey, them Muni drivers, look, let me tell you. Them Muni drivers used to be on, boy. Is like, and Box will probably tell you, man, but all the other people on here too, you know, that, that have some history around the city, right? Um, Muni bus drivers, some of them are the most gangster motherfuckers you're gonna catch in San Francisco. You know what I mean? They, hey, they will lock the doors on that bus and beat your ass. They ain't. I mean, I don't know about now, but I knew some Muni bus drivers, bro, that was balling out of control. Like, they had a good job, but they were grinding, making money. And here you gotta have Judas, right? Um, and so yeah, exactly, Mr. Lopez. Them Muni bus drivers, boy, they had them little sticks and shit. They will smash you. Um, I had a spot. I was on a Muni bus. Quick story, right? Um, oh, now too? Okay, yeah, they might do it now too. So I was a kid, and I was homeless, right? I'm about 8 or 9 years old, and so I used to get on the bus, and you get transfers, right? They used to have these paper transfers, like these long little rectangle strips, right? And I'd get on a bus late at night, man, when it was cold, and and just mob around and try to relax and stay warm, right? The Muni buses used to be warm and they smelled like syrup. I don't know why. Like they smelled like syrup, right? Um, and yeah, those late nights. And so I would just stay on a bus, and I remember they give me like the black ones, right? They give me bags of pork rinds and shit, try to look out for me. And and I got into it with one of them. Uh, and I don't remember what about. I think because I started to nod off, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do it live on my birthday, off top. Um, and I had started to nod off, and he started banging the thing with his stick, right? Bow, bow, bow. Get off the bus. And I was like, fuck you, man. I got transferred. And I'm a little kid, bro. You see me, right? Like, it, and I was a little ass mocoso kid, right? And so, but I was having sleep, and so I started talking shit. Mm. And that fool's like, okay. So he doesn't let me off at that stop. He drives me. And this is the old Sunnydale, right? Back when the towers were up. This Geneva Towers were around back then. And so he drives me around, and he pulls up at a different stop. What's up, Fonz 2 official? Buenos tardes. So he pulls up to a different bus stop, and there's some youngsters out there, like teenagers, right? But I mean, they were older to me. And he lets me off. And he's like, here, go, fuck with them. And kicks me off the bus. And I guess he thought, because of the way that I looked and my age, like, that I was gonna have a rough time. But truth be told, man, my mom was an addict, and my family lived in that neighborhood for generations, since it was military housing before the projects. And so a lot of people knew my family, and so they knew me. So it wasn't a big deal. Like, it was all love, right? But yeah, that bus driver was trying to set me up, fool. That bus driver was trying to get me caught up. I was like, oh, that's some foul shit. Like, I thought only the cops drop you off where the rivals is at. These Muni bus drivers is goons, bro. And so, let's see. But yeah, this is the area. We got 25 people in here, 23 likes. I ain't doing nothing, man. So I'm gonna keep cruising around, I guess. Might as well. If you guys are enjoying the views, right? Then I might as well. If there's any other spots along Mission or Cap or Shotwell or whatever that you guys want me to go walk by, I'm gonna get a text message when my lady's daughter's done. And so, but right here is cool because I just gotta walk up 24th to Potrero. You know what I mean? That's not bad. And so yeah, we could just bullshit out here. Why not? Right? Ain't got nothing else to do. And so let's see. Let's see. Go to 24th and Cap. Okay. Let's turn around. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. 24th and Cap. What's up, Sir Juju? I see you. I see you. Support the homies at the Mission Skate Shop. I don't actually know where the Mission Skate Shop is. Just being very honest, right? Hey, I'm gonna look and see. For all I know, they might not even have that alley anymore. But I'm gonna take a trip. We're gonna find out, right? Let's see. I bet he is. I bet he is. No, see, hey, she swept her little broom at me, lightweight aggressive though. I ain't gonna lie. I got in the way. Hey, if anybody knows these street vendors, bro, they're serious about their space. They are very serious about their space. Lilac, I know Lilac. I know that name. Tapping in. Oh, I didn't catch who that was tapping in. Oh yeah, Lilac right there. But they got like a look. They got this COVID thing right here. And so I'm not trying to disrupt that. You know what I mean? And then there's a memorial service that's going on close by. Hold on. I think I have my camera. Oh yeah. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to I think I have my camera too zoomed in from earlier. But yeah, they still got all the murals right here. I mean, some of them have changed, to be honest, but in fact, a few of them have changed. Look, somebody didn't like that honey here. Look, she got done dirty. One tooth. Box said we thumped in this alley, boy. Yeah, this. Hey, remember when I told you that the dude turned into a cat? It was here. When he was in the alley banging around a trash can like, meow, meow. Oh, I gotta take a picture of this. So, man, it's my hood, local Northside Cap Street gang. Okay, I see you. Yeah, this is San Francisco, Juju. Let me see if I could take. Nah, I'll take it after. But my little brother who got murdered, man, his nickname was Speedy. That was his name. And so I'm gonna come back and get a picture of that when I'm not on live with you guys. But R.I.P. Kua. Let me see. That looks old, but it's not that old, really. That's relatively new, to be honest. This has been here forever. Not that shit up top, but like that Jaguar and the Warrior. That shit been there for a long time. Yeah, that's Oh, remember that soldier Vanessa? I think she got killed in Texas. That's where she, that's, I think, to her. Look at, hey, Box, you ever think you see a Prius driving down this alley? Huh? For real, though. A Prius. Huh? Man. I guess. Anything's possible, right? Anything's possible. Let me see. So I'm gonna go barbecue at Heller Park, Southside Sanho. Okay. I'm not that familiar with Sanho. Yeah, but that's again, that was her name. I'm not that familiar with San Jose. Like, I've been over there, obviously. But, when I was young, bro, we was on some other shit, right? probably looking for a charging station. I know. Um, when I was young, we was on some other shit, bro, and so there was some tension with San Jose that I'm not gonna get into because I don't glorify or celebrate that stuff, man. It's, you know, it didn't have to be that way. We were just kids, bro. We didn't know no better. You know what I mean? Rosa Parks. That's the other thing about the Mission District that it doesn't get. I'm gonna post up right here for a minute. That doesn't it doesn't get talked about a lot, but the activism that happened in San Francisco was look, he said I might slide too. The activism the activism in the city was not just multi-ethnic, but it was global, right? The community activism that comes out of here. And to be honest, LA had a big role in that, right? Chicano activism in LA had a lot to do with here. The Mission was its own place, don't get me wrong, right? It's absolutely its own spot, but prior to this north-south stuff, there was a lot of building and community. I mean, it could be argued that some of the Sanho cats are gonna get mad, right? Probably, hopefully we're mature enough to think past that, but a lot of Sanho was influenced by LA big time. Even some of the barrio names down there, right? Of people that are northerners now, you know what I mean? Their hoods are named after hoods down there, from before the north-south stuff, you know. But the activism here, man, it was multi-ethnic, and it was a global perspective on solidarity. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Paula. It was a global perspective on oppression, and the left-wing ideology. And I don't say that in a derogatory way, but the left-wing ideology is a global one at its core, right? The challenge to the praise I'm missing off the hook. Yes. The challenge of capitalism, the challenge of colonialism, those are global fights, and that was recognized right here. That was recognized in this community, right? And so they never lost. It never lost its Chicano identity, of course. But Masun Toyota, the it never lost its Chicano identity, but it didn't view solidarity with other group segments and solidarity with other countries and other nationalities and as a threat to their identity, right? To what was going on here. It was viewed as complementary. You know what I mean? And so that's part of the reason why you will see, even though that Rosa Parks mural's fairly recent, right? I think, but that's one of the reasons why you'll see that kind of stuff. Still grappling with the epistemology that informed racial. I didn't catch the word after racial. Sorry. I'm not set tripping. Don't take this the wrong way, but it looks like somebody had the idea to put an 18 on that cup, and that didn't last long. And so yeah. Where else am I going? You guys tell me. Well, we'll just keep going down this way. Shit. Why not? Let's see. You know what? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go down like towards 26, and then I'm going to circle back and cut through. Let's do that. Yeah, you seen that, babe? Now that's in memory of a different Speedy out here, but shit, it's I'm still gonna come back and get a picture of it. Look at this. That's the other thing I appreciate about these murals, bro, in the city. Um, uh, uh, in the city, man, even the most cultural or historical efforts at representation, right? They still come through with the Niners hat, right? They still it's this. This is a very, very proud community. Grace, mate, that's true. That's true. There would have been no farm worker movement without the Filipinos, if we're gonna keep it 100. And Chavez probably wouldn't even have gotten into the work, to be honest. The Filipinos kind of pushed him into that. You know what I mean? But you guys ain't ready for that conversation on the live. Don't worry. That'll be a video. That'll be a video. And so I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna turn back to the left. Well, we can go to the right. I'm gonna go up here to 26 and then I'm gonna turn right and go hit up down there, see what that's looking like. But other cats, man, and I'm not saying this to instigate. I'm just saying it because it's my perspective, right? It's one thing to come to the city and hit the tourist spots, and I mean, to be honest, it's lightweight a tourist spot too. You know what I mean? If we're being honest, but it's something about coming around neighborhoods. So, what's up, man? It's something about coming around the neighborhoods that that's comforting, and I feel like people have some interest in this. Like, everybody knows what Pier 39 looks like. Everybody knows that Twin Peaks has beautiful views, right? And Coit Tower, and I appreciate those spots too. Don't get me wrong, Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come down here and go right and hit Valencia. But but this is an area that gets talked about a lot, and I don't think necessarily people get to see it and realize that. For those who don't know, and some of you guys do, but for those who don't know, I've just in the time that we've been on the phone, I've walked through multiple neighborhoods, right? Like, the back streets is a thing, and so I hear you, Fernandez. I didn't catch that, Derek. Yeah, exactly. Martin 9400, and the reality is I think the other people, because you hear about SFM, right? San Fran Misión, which has a well-deserved legacy, right? And even LTM, at this point. All right, Days, have a good one, man. I hope your day goes well. Cookies, burner influence, got to, right? And those neighborhoods, if you will, deserve all the accolades and attention that they get. You know what I mean? But 22nd is its own spot, up on Cat, and there's the neighborhood has been divided up a lot. So it's not I guess there's a bathroom, and there's no public bathrooms in San Francisco. Keep it 100. Just the alleys. I was gonna hit Valencia, my bad. It's not how it was when I was a lot younger. When I was a lot younger, they didn't have so much backstreet stuff. right? It existed. People were in the back streets, but when I was a kid, bro, SFM was the only game in town in this area, right? Aside from the Southsiders. And that actually didn't really exist a whole lot back then, right? They did, but the red on red violence was way more prevalent. And so, but now it's, 22nd its own spot, 24th its own spot. Over here on 26th, this its own spot. Like, you can go up Cap, Alabama. There's hella little side streets. To be honest, I don't even keep track of them all. Like I can't even tell you every neighborhood in this area. And in terms of how they're divided up, right? And but this could be a rough place, man, if you want some fuck shit, right? And if you're known to get caught up in stuff, right? Then yeah, it is what it is. But if you're from out of town and you come here, man, come walk around. A lot of us have spent time in neighborhoods where you wouldn't necessarily invite somebody else to come just cruise around, right? Like, oh, if you find yourself in my hood, man, just get out and walk around and have a good time. Like, that's not necessarily very good advice for every neighborhood. And I wouldn't suggest, getting off on the 18th Street BART station and having a Niners jersey on unless Niners jersey you probably get away with, but rock a red belt, rock some red shoes, and unless you really want that action, then that's probably not a good idea. And to be honest, I mean, at least back in the days, I don't know about now, but Box will tell you if he's still on here. Northerners used to come from other places to here to cruise around and holler at girls and stuff, and they would get the business. It wasn't necessarily welcome. But anyways, this is one of the neighborhoods where you can, like, just come walk around. It's about how you carry yourself, obviously, right? You got to respect where you are. But yeah, as you said all the time, you got to respect where you are. But the folks who live here, who came up here, they know that this place is historical. You know what I mean? So they know Cass is gonna come visit or whatever. It's just a matter of how you get down. You don't walk around like you own the place, right? And it, man. So this is a cool place you can come, and I would suggest come and hit the alleys, hit the back streets, so to speak, because that's where you're gonna see more. Look at Frida Kahlo, Kahlo. I don't know. But yeah, here's Valencia. But yeah, it's a beautiful area, man. Yeah, don't start now, won't be nothing. And you might somebody might press you. I don't speak for anybody but myself, right? And obviously I'm not immune to getting pressed either, like somebody could press up on me not liking something. Who knows? But it's cool because it's a place you can kick it, right? And I like that. How about that Cow Palace and the car stores? Yeah, the Cow Palace over off Geneva by Bayshore. That was my backyard, Droops. That was my backyard, bro. We used to sneak into the Cow Palace. I once got off 24th and Mission wearing a blue Nike hat, shoes, and track jacket. What a banger, 550 next man's. I missed the rest of that. Um, but yeah, the Cow Palace, man, like when I was a kid, we used to sneak in there to watch the WWF matches, right? Um, and that was our thing, you know, and the Kokomo, you know, with the parrot and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Jake the Snake and yeah, man, the Cow Palace was popping. They had probably popping for car shows, but back then a lot of the car stuff was right here. You know, and then they had that whole movement, right, of low riding's not a crime. I remember that. That was huge. And so, yeah, it is what it is. Um, it's, but it's a nice place, man. You know, fun fact, Valencia, from what I noticed a handful of years ago, yeah, the rodeos. And man, I'm glad you mentioned that shit because oddly enough, yeah, and the smell. Oddly enough, country music was big right there, right? Like people don't think of San Francisco as country music, and I mean technically that's like the border of Daly City, right? So, but it's still San Francisco, obviously. Um, and but country music was big back in the days. And so yeah, they had rodeos, they had all kinds of shit at the Cow Palace, and people would come from all over. It's San Francisco got a wild history, man. Wild history. Shit, the 1906 earthquake saved, uh, you know, Japanese immigration to, or Chinese immigration to San Francisco. Ringling Brothers, yep, Ringling Brothers. I never went to one of those, but I know what you're talking about. And so, yeah, it's because in 1906, I'm gonna cop a squad right here. You know, boy, I'll be 45 this month, man. So all this walking.